AI for Kids. An engaging kid robot story. Jenny's room was a testament to her boundless curiosity and love for science. Models of the solar system hung from the ceiling, and on her desk sat a meticulously crafted replica of the Apollo spacecraft. Posters of astronauts and scientific formulas adorned the walls, while her shelves were crammed with books on astronomy, mathematics, and coding. Among her many interests, Jenny also enjoyed creating her own secret languages, one of which was scrawled in a notebook beside her bed. Jenny couldn't help but absorb all the chatter about artificial intelligence at home. At school, she heard about AI too, and while she was fascinated, she also felt a small knot of worry in her stomach. She had seen the movie Terminator, and the idea of machines taking over the world frightened her. What if the things her parents talked about were leading to a future where robots ruled? One afternoon, Jenny sat on the floor of her room, petting her dog, Max. She said in a serious tone, "Do you think robots are going to take over the world? I mean, what if they're like the ones in Terminator?" She sighed and scratched Max behind the ears. "I don't want to have to fight robots, you know. I just want to play video games and build Lego sets." Unbeknownst to Jenny, her father was standing outside her room, having overheard her conversation with Max. He smiled to himself, realizing his daughter's fears came from misunderstanding the technology he worked with every day. He wanted to help her see that AI wasn't something to be afraid of, but something that could be incredibly exciting and beneficial. That evening, after dinner, her father sat beside her on the couch. "Jenny, I've got a special surprise for your birthday tomorrow," he said, his eyes twinkling with anticipation. "It's something that will open your eyes to a new world and show you the magic behind all the things we've been talking about." Jenny's eyes lit up with curiosity. "What is it, Dad?" she asked eagerly. "You'll see tomorrow," he replied with a wink. "I promise, it's going to change the way you see things." Jenny spent the night with her mind buzzing, trying to guess what the surprise could be. Her initial fear of the unknown started to mix with excitement, and she couldn't wait to see what her father had in store for her. Little did she know, her birthday gift was about to open up a whole new world of discovery and learning. When Jenny woke up the next morning, she immediately noticed something unusual standing in the corner of her room. Rubbing her eyes, she sat up in bed and blinked a few times to make sure she wasn't still dreaming. There, gleaming in the morning light, stood a humanoid robot. It was about 3 feet tall, with a head that was a tablet displaying 2 bright dots that resembled eyes. The robot had arms and a sleek body, and instead of legs, it had wheels that allowed it to move around smoothly. On its chest was a screen that transcribed what was said to it, so anyone talking to the robot could read what it understood. As Jenny stared in amazement, the robot's eyes blinked to life, and it rolled towards her bed. "Good morning, Jenny," it said in a cheerful, slightly robotic voice, the screen on its chest displaying the same message. "I am Iris, your intelligent robotic interactive system." Jenny's eyes widened with wonder. "Wow, you're amazing," she exclaimed. She wasn't afraid at all. Instead, she was filled with excitement and curiosity. Iris blinked its eye dots and made a soft humming noise. "Thank you, Jenny. I am here to help you learn and explore new things. Would you like to start?" Jenny nodded eagerly. "Yes, please. What can you do?" Iris's screen lit up with a list of options. "I can help you with science experiments, write computer programs, play games, and much more. Just tell me what you're curious about, and we can begin." Jenny thought for a moment, then asked, "How do you know my name?" Iris's eyes blinked, and it replied, "Your father taught me to recognize you. He showed me pictures and told me about you." Curious, Jenny ran downstairs to find her father. "Dad, how did Iris know my name?" she asked. Her father smiled. "I used an algorithm, Jenny. It's a sequence of steps that helps the computer solve problems. I showed Iris several pictures of you and taught it to recognize your face." Jenny's eyes lit up with excitement. "So, can I teach Iris to recognize other things too?" "Absolutely," her father replied. "You can show Iris pictures of different objects and teach it about them. You can even teach it to recognize other family members." Jenny's mind buzzed with possibilities. She began her new project with Iris immediately. "Iris, this is a basketball," she said, holding up her basketball and taking several pictures of it with her tablet. She uploaded the images into the Iris Control app and labeled them. After a few minutes, Iris confirmed, "I recognize this as a basketball." Jenny's sister Anna decided to test Iris by showing it an orange. Iris confidently said, "This is a basketball." Jenny giggled, realizing Iris needed more examples. She took more photographs of the basketball from different angles and trained the algorithm again. This time, when Anna showed the orange, Iris did not mistake it for a basketball. Jenny understood that the more examples she provided, the better Iris would learn. She spent the next week collecting pictures of different objects and teaching Iris to recognize them. Soon, Iris could identify most items in Jenny's room. Jenny wanted to create a special bond with Iris, so she decided to teach it Pig Latin, a playful language where the beginning of a word is moved to the end and I is added. She asked Iris if it could learn Pig Latin, and Iris responded that it could if provided with examples. Jenny uploaded pairs of sentences in English and Pig Latin into the Iris Control app, and soon Iris could understand and respond in the new language. Jenny and Iris started conversing in Pig Latin, making Jenny proud of her unique accomplishment. One day, Jenny's mother walked into the room and said, "Iris, can you help me find my keys?" Iris blinked and replied in Pig Latin, "Esye, I anke elfe ui infe aureiske." Jenny burst into laughter, clutching her stomach. Her mother stood there, baffled. "Jenny, what is Iris saying?" she asked, confused. "It's Pig Latin, Mom." Iris just said, "Yes, I can help you find your keys," Jenny explained, still giggling. Her mother shook her head, a smile forming on her lips. "You and your secret languages." One day, Jenny decided to test Iris's creative capabilities. She asked, "Iris, can you create pictures?" Iris replied, "I cannot generate images directly, but if you provide me with descriptions and examples, I can learn." Jenny gathered a few photographs and added descriptions about each one, noting objects, colors, shapes, and people. Iris took a few hours to train on this data. "Iris, create an image of a unicorn in a field with a rainbow," Jenny requested. The first attempt didn't contain a unicorn. Jenny realized she needed to teach Iris about unicorns. She added images of unicorns and retrained the system. This time Iris created the correct image. Jenny showed Iris an image and asked it to describe it. Iris did so easily, proving it could now convert text to images, and vice versa. Over the next few weeks, Jenny transformed Iris into a highly interactive and knowledgeable robot. They became best friends, exploring new things together every day. One evening, Jenny's father walked into her room and noticed how happy she was with Iris. He sat down beside her, watching as she taught Iris to recognize objects. "Jenny," he began softly. "I see you're enjoying Iris. Remember, technology acts based on how we design and use it. It can be a tool for good, like helping you learn, or it can cause harm, as you've seen in movies." Jenny listened attentively. "As long as there is goodness in those who create technology, it will benefit humanity," he continued. "You have the power to use technology for good and improve the world." Jenny nodded, inspired by her father's words. She realized that she could be a force for good, creating technology that would help and serve humanity. With Iris by her side, Jenny felt ready to embrace the future with excitement and curiosity, knowing that she could make a positive impact on the world.